Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
Let's get you home.
Hey,
That moment when people have outgrown their home and start looking for a new one. Each home is appraised to determine its market value, but one couple gets a low appraisal and cannot upgrade to a bigger house. Studies show that homes in Black and Latino neighborhoods are often appraised at less than fair market value. These unfair appraisals leave Black and Latino families stuck in place. If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Act. Contact HUD or your local Fair Housing Center. Go to hud.gov/fairhousing. That's hud.gov/fairhousing. Everyone has a right to fair housing. A public service message from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM-TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, January 14th. In our top story, a Henderson sergeant is now hospitalized following an officer-involved shooting where the suspect reportedly ran over that officer.
A Las Vegas suspect was shot on Monday, January 13th, after allegedly running over a Henderson Police Department sergeant during an officer-involved shooting, according to authorities. The suspect, who is identified as 43-year-old Jonathan Gaston, faces multiple charges including attempted murder, resisting arrest, duty to stop at an accident, and battery with a deadly weapon, according to police. The incident occurred around 1 p.m. in the area of Lake Mead Parkway and Boulder Highway.
The on-scene sergeant located the Jeep, which was parked in the parking lot. As he attempted to make contact with the driver of the Jeep fled and struck the sergeant. The sergeant then discharged his firearm at the vehicle. The vehicle fled and later crashed into another vehicle in the parking lot of 200 East Lake Mead Parkway. The suspect then fled on foot and was apprehended at a nearby business.
A passenger in the Jeep also ran from the scene but was located and interviewed by police. He was subsequently released with no charges filed. Both the sergeant and the suspect were reported to be in stable condition by 3:30 p.m. Police say the officer was discharged from the hospital and placed on paid administrative leave, which is a standard procedure during officer-involved shootings. This incident is currently under investigation, and Henderson police have confirmed that this is the department's first officer-involved shooting of 2025. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Henderson Police Department at 702-267-4911, or you can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
Now our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us from Clark County with an inside look at the National Guard's role in combating the wildfires that are continually ravishing the Los Angeles area.
As the Southern California critical wildfires remain far from contained while the Santa Ana winds gather pace, our U.S. Armed Forces are in full force against any and all potential threats. We are now joined by the Army National Guard detailing their joint operations with the U.S. Department of Forestry and Fire Protection regarding the rages devastating Los Angeles County.
I'm a 15 Tango, which is a Black Hawk helicopter repair. So the 40th Cab was activated because of the state of emergency. Once we get the state of emergency, it's very quick to activate us. And the whole reason we got launched is because of the Palisades fires, the Eaton fires, all those people that are in danger.
More than 1,850 National Guard members from Nevada, Wyoming, and California have been activated to fight the flames in multiple air and ground firefighting efforts.
As a crew chief for the Black Hawk, our primary role here is to be able to move passengers or evacuate anybody who's in danger. We can also move fire crews from one point to another on any of the rocky terrain or the difficult to access terrain. We also have the water dropping mission, which is everyone's, what they see the most. And we're able to take water from small ponds, reservoirs, creeks, whatever they have available to us. And we're able to go out there and put the wet stuff on the hot stuff and slow it down so that the firefighters on the ground can really put in some fight.
Numerous C-130 Hercules aircraft equipped with modular aerial firefighting systems are currently battling the blaze.
Working with CAL FIRE on a mission like this is incredible. They integrate with us just as if they were military the entire time. So working with them is basically like having two of us in there. Instead of just one of us back there being able to do everything, you have another guy over there. Every bit of confidence in them being able to do exactly what we do. Just to everybody, the Guard is here to help. Just know we're doing our absolute best to do it and to make sure that we're doing everything we can to protect lives and property as fast as we can and as safely as we can.
The Department of Defense remains on standby with additional troops and equipment as the California wildfires rage on. KPVM Television will continue to offer the latest developments on the California wildfires as they pertain to Southern Nevada. Reporting from Clark County and proudly getting it over that hump to all my people in the beautiful desert oasis of Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And we have a warning for all of you viewers out there because News 25 has been notified of several ongoing scams, and we want to prevent any of you out there from being defrauded. So News 25 is now giving you details on what to look out for during any suspicious phone calls and during any emails that you may deem suspicious.
Some scams are circulating in Southern Nevada, ranging from blackmail to voice recordings that lead to purchases you never made. Here are some tips on how to protect yourself. In one instance, recently reported to News 25, a local woman received an email from someone who claimed to have her personal info, including her phone number, home address, and social media contacts. The email goes on by saying that you've been careless lately, clicking through those girly videos and venturing into the dark corners of cyberspace. I actually placed a malware on one such website and you access it to watch. The email continues with threats of exposing the person's personal information and compromising videos to all their contacts. The email then demands that the victim pay $2,000 in Bitcoin to the provided Bitcoin address to avoid having the victim's private life exposed. In this case, it's important to avoid paying the scammer and report the incident to your local law enforcement. The second scam that's currently going around is called the Say Yes scam, which involves receiving a random call from a number you don't recognize. The caller will ask you, "Can you hear me?" Once you say yes, the caller hangs up. What is happening is the caller is recording your voice so that they can use your voice to make fraudulent purchase and other transactions without your knowledge. In cases like this, if you don't know if it is a scam, the best way to determine if it is a scam is to reply by saying, "I can hear you," rather than "yes." The caller will then try to reword the question to get you to say the word "yes." Immediately hang up and report the number to the Federal Trade Commission.
More on the ongoing Union versus Virgin Hotels strike, all that and much, much more when News 25 returns after this break.
It's a new year, and it's time to start something new with Saïda Trudeau. Starting now and all month long, we are celebrating the new year with incredible savings on every new vehicle in stock. I'm talking about every leftover 2024 Ram 1500, 2500, and 1-ton. Every new 2024 and 2025 Jeep Compass and Grand Cherokee. You can save big on all new 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4xEs. We have Nye County's largest inventory, but if you don't see what you're looking for, let us do the legwork for you and find the right one for you. Our professional locators have years of experience locating the vehicle of your dreams. At Saïda Trudeau, we don't use the bait and switch tactics. We treat you like a friend and a neighbor. Come see the difference for yourself with the Start Something New sales event going on now at Saïda Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Change can be scary, as if your life's been turned upside down. But it comes with growth and a sense of freedom, much like the openness of the American road. We always arrive where we are meant to be, riding on the shoulders of those before us and preserving the core values that led us on our journey. Join Touchstone Energy Cooperatives in celebrating the power of human connections.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie,
on the road again,
to Johnny,
I fell into a burning ring of fire,
to Patsy,
crazy,
to Dolly,
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, on the 58th day of the Culinary Union strike, workers marched from the end of the Las Vegas Strip to the Virgin Hotel to continue their fight. Rory Rossell has more details.
On the 58th day of the Culinary Union's longest strike in over 2 decades, hundreds of workers took the streets, marching from the Las Vegas Strip to the Virgin Las Vegas in a powerful display of solidarity. The workers, who represent 700 hospitality workers, are currently calling for a new 5-year contract for better wages, benefits, and working conditions. The ongoing labor dispute has drawn widespread attention as union members continue their efforts to secure fair treatment.
Well, I would say we're making a
lot of headway. The reality is this is a massive company, a $9 billion Canadian financial fund, and they come to Las Vegas and they thought they were just going to run over workers. And that's what they do everywhere else. They just run over workers and they don't care. But they can't do that here in Las Vegas. So what we've shown this company, now we're headed out at the end of our second month, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stand tall and we're going to fight until they sign a great contract like the rest of the Strip. The latest victory at the Fontainebleau, same thing. Company's struggling a little bit, but the ownership is extremely wealthy, just like this company, and they decided to invest in their workers. This company, we're putting the pressure on them every day. We're closing in on them. It's just a matter of time before they're going to have to sign a contract.
In a show of effort, the Adult Performance Artists Guild, which represents over 1,400 members, voted unanimously to stand with the Virgin Las Vegas workers. The Adult Performance Artists Guild has pledged to not cross the picket line, further strengthening the growing coalition of workers backing the strike.
We have the vast majority out here on strike. They've got temp workers in there. They can't give service to workers. And you've seen with the latest entertainers that are canceling. They've got the AVN show coming up. Companies and entertainers are canceling. And it's just, we're on a roll here. But the most important thing, these workers are strong, they're proud, they're courageous, but they're fighting for their families and they're fighting for their Las Vegas dream. These Canadian billionaires are not going to come to Las Vegas and destroy our Las Vegas dream and our Las Vegas standard. We're not going to let that happen. So yes, it's just a matter of time before they have to sign a contract.
As the strike enters its 8th week, both sides remain on a negotiating table with no clear solution in sight. Union leaders have vowed to continue their fight for justice while workers at Virgin Las Vegas and across the city remain united in their demands for change.
Well, some local leaders need volunteers like you to help clean up Pahrump. So we're speaking with the chapter president of Clean Up Pahrump and an NDOT coordinator to give us these details.
Hey everyone, Faith here, Clean Up Pahrump. I am the chapter president here with Cheryl, the NDOT coordinator for Clean Up Pahrump, and we're here to encourage volunteers out in the Pahrump community. Do you know that Clean Up Pahrump has been around since 2018? We've cleaned up over 100 tons of trash. We've partnered with churches around town and groups. We've cleaned up roadsides and desert. And we'd really love some help. We give out free t-shirts, fun door prizes. We have plenty of support from local businesses that we're so grateful for.
I'm the coordinator for the Nevada Department of Transportation Adopt a Highway program, and we have, through their program, adopted 8 miles of 160 and 372. We do cleanups every Wednesday from 8 until 9. And we're getting up a lot of orange bags. You'll see them out there on the roads. The NDOT crew will come pick them up within a few days of when we fill them and place them along the roads. But we need a lot more help, and we could certainly use some organizations and businesses, individuals, to adopt more sections of highway. There's a whole lot of 160 to cover, and we need everyone's help.
And just to circle back, we do meet every Saturday, 1 hour in the morning. So come out, make some friends, no politics, bring plenty of fluids. And we'll see you along PV Boulevard this Saturday, 8 to 9. From 372 to Honeysuckle, we're meeting at Ann Deutsch Park on the PV Boulevard side.
Well, the Golden Knights are on the ice right now, and the Raiders are in a search for a new head coach. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights back in action this evening. They're in Nashville taking on the Predators. That game is in progress. The Las Vegas Raiders have requested to interview Denver Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph for their head coaching position. The Raiders have conducted or scheduled interviews with former Seattle Seahawks and Southern California coach Pete Carroll, Detroit Lions coordinators Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, former New York Jets coach Robert Saleh, and Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Las Vegas has also requested an interview with Baltimore offensive coordinator Todd Monken. The Vegas Thrill welcomed the Omaha Supernovas this Friday. And Pahrump Valley Trojan girls basketball are at home this evening taking on Desert Oasis JV. That game is in progress. Varsity at 6:30 p.m. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. Well, some people have gone all electric with their cars, but we're telling you about going all electric at home when News 25 returns.
In a wreck and thinking about dealing with the insurance company yourself? Stop! People represented by an attorney get more than 3 times the money than those who don't have an attorney.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE-certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumpCars.com.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks. Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, many experts say that going all electric at home has several benefits and may be even cheaper than you think. Here's Valley Electric Association with more.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Electrifying your home can make it safer and more comfortable and reduce its environmental footprint. About half of the homes in the U.S. use natural gas or oil for heating, water heating, drying clothes, or cooking. Over 40% of energy emissions are a result of decisions we make at home. Going all electric at home will play an important role in decarbonization efforts. Home electrification means switching to electricity as the source of energy in all the places we now use fossil fuels. Aside from the obvious environmental benefits, there are also lots of benefits for homeowners. First, burning fossil fuels in our homes creates dangerous gases that affect indoor air quality. Electrification eliminates indoor combustion. Also, you'll appreciate how quiet, convenient, and low-maintenance electric appliances are. Plus, as more solar and wind are added to the grid, our electric homes will create even less pollution. This means cleaner air and water for everyone. So, how do we electrify our homes? If you heat your home with a natural gas furnace, you could replace it with a highly efficient electric heat pump. If you heat your water with natural gas, you'll switch to a heat pump water heater. A gas range can be replaced by an electric or induction range. In place of a gas clothes dryer, you can have an electric dryer or a heat pump model. Lawn and garden equipment can be corded or battery-operated electric versions. Driving an electric vehicle completes the process. And adding solar panels plus storage reduces your home's carbon footprint even more. All of this can be done over time as appliances fail. And incentives like grants and low-interest loans can combine with future savings to help pay for these improvements. Home electrification is the future, and it can make living in your home and on the planet better every day.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside of our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at this beautiful mid-January day. Not a cloud in the sky in that direction, and we have moderate temperatures. A closer look at weather after this break.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're hearing this, it means you're probably not dead, which is great. Call our office today to schedule an appointment for your will or your trust so that your family can be taken care of when you pass away. On the other hand, if you've recently lost a loved one, now it's time to talk and go over how to administer their estate. In either case, give us a call today, 775-727-9900. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and voted Best Attorney in Pahrump for the last 4 years. Call today, 775-727-9900.
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose. It's a new chapter for you and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
Elmo's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. Love your mind.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Bentler in the News 25 Weather Studios. Let's check out our regional weather to start with. Up in Fernley, we saw 45, 44-degree weather twins for Fallon and Carson City, 43 in Tonopah, 44 at Goldfield, 56 Beatty, 59 Amargosa, 56 Las Vegas, and 68 in Death Valley. But over in our paradise of Pahrump, currently seeing clear skies at 49 degrees. We hit a high of 54 earlier. Winds in the east-southeast 4 miles per hour, humidity 20%, and the sun rose at 6:54. But we caught it going away at 4:52 p.m. Expect humidity at 34%, winds east-northeast 5 miles per hour with a low of 30 degrees, and the skies are staying clear. Let's check out the rest of our week. Tomorrow, we are seeing sunshine at 59 degrees. Got 60-degree weather twins for Thursday and Friday. And we have a relatively warmer weekend in store for us because those temperatures drop. Come Monday and Tuesday, cold front is bringing in some higher winds as well at 15 miles per hour for Monday. And then they go down to more of a breeze for Tuesday at 8 miles per hour and 50 degrees, clear skies. And that is your look at the weather. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Kaylee. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
These are our wetlands, where nature's heartbeat resonates, inviting us to